Okay, I guess we're going live. Let's see if we got some people chiming in. Let me get some things set up. Uh see what we got today. Today, man, we're gonna go over talking about building with the clients, man. Let's see how we build relationship with the client because see, relationships are business. Business and relationships go together. So we're gonna talk about that. Let's see if we get some people in here for a minute. That's what we usually do, kind of let some people chime in as I hit some folks up that told me let them know I'm on live. I'm in, but let them know. Okay, chiming that up on my Facebook, so that way I can see when people leave a message because I haven't figured out how to check, see who people leave them when they leave a message. I need to figure that out. All right, so I'm just giving some people some little time to get on in here just to see what we got and got everything else going. See, I got a couple of people chiming in right now. Everything else going. Okay, hold up. We got somebody already chiming in. Hold up, let me set this all. We good. Got my guy chiming in early. We got my guy chiming in early. Okay. All right, we got a comment. I see. What's up, my guy? South Carolina in the building. What you doing, baby? How you doing, man? I see you tap back in, man. We'll talk about hope you sticking around. We get into it and you give me some answers, man. I like your mindset to see where you are. I like to make my lives look interactive and get engaged with my clientele or whatever you want to call it, followers or whoever, whatever, the people. I'm for the people. I'm a people pleaser, as they say. So I like to give the people what they want. So right now I'm giving a little bit more see what's going on and talk about client acquisition. Like we want to talk about more. What's up, Dave? I see my guy chopping in. Hey, I appreciate the love, man. I appreciate the love from the people that chiming in, man. It's not just in the cleaning company, it's other people chiming in, and I appreciate the love, man. I really do. Man, it's just showing what God is doing, right? So welcome to the live stream. Let's get this thing going. I don't want to keep people holding up, the people that's here on time. Man, welcome to the live stream. My name is William Wade. I am the owner of Ascent Cleaning Solutions. So today I want to talk more about the cleaning industry and the cleaning business. So if you're not in the cleaning business, I will have principles that I use that help me out with my other companies that I will be talking about. But it's mostly on the cleaning business because this is what my team put together for me. They said, hey, let's focus on the cleaning for a minute. And so here we go. We're going to hit the cleaning. Of course, those that may follow me know I do digital marketing and virtual assistants as well. I'm big in the AI space. And another thing that I do also is invest in real estate. So I got a system set up, man. I got a system set up that went from cleaning to real estate in a matter of years. And that's my goal. My goal is to take people from cleaning to real estate in a matter of years and how we set things up and how we get things in position. And for me, I think sometimes as we start our businesses, we don't have the end goal in mind. A lot of times we just shooting off the hip, pow, pow. You know what I mean? And we haven't been practicing, we haven't been coached, or we haven't been around certain people to actually get your mind elevated, or mind stretched out to where you want to do in the end. I've seen a lot of people in the cleaning industry longer than me wanting to do the things that I'm doing, and I see that small tweak is that they didn't start with the end in mind. A lot of times we write a lot of things off. We do a lot of things because we're just looking to get to the next day, or we just going through the motions, right? So what I attempt to do is to bring some clarity and focus onto the mission. What is the whole mission? Where are you in line with the mission, not your company's mission? Well, how is your company fitting into your mission? See, that's one of the things that I pride myself about doing is that I put my company into my mission. That way, every time that I went into the building, I was on my mission. When I was cleaning the toilets, I was on my mission. When I was getting my clients, I was on my mission. So when I stepped into the business in that era, in that mindset, I never burnt out. It was impossible to burn out because once you got a passion, it burns forever. It seems like, especially if you got that passion from the Lord. All right, I go get too spiritual. Also, Ascent Cleaning Solution is the company name, and we're in Nashville, Tennessee. And what I would like to challenge everyone, man, make sure y'all get on social media. I've had 3 people reach out to me this weekend. Follow me on LinkedIn and Instagram. No, not LinkedIn. I'm sorry, YouTube and Instagram, and want to link up with me in my area, right? So make sure y'all getting yourself out there and put yourself out there. That's a part of the branding or the part of the relationship. Whether you like it or not, we are in a new world. We're in a new era. Social media runs the situation. If you're not on social media with your brand or what you're doing, I think you're missing a lot. And it's tools, right? We have VAs, we have a lot of things that can help you manipulate multiple streams at the same time. Like right now, I'm on this thing called StreamYard. I'm streaming on Instagram. No, I'm streaming on LinkedIn. No, let me slow down. I'm streaming on. Hey, bring me some water. Somebody bring me some water, please. I'm streaming on YouTube and in my Facebook group. Right now, that's my main focus, YouTube and my Facebook group. And the reason that I'm focusing in my Facebook group is that I want to give content to the Facebook group. And I'm going to get on what I'm talking about, but I'm talking strategy. And then I'm on YouTube because I want to get up my watch hours. I need 4,000 watch hours to monetize. I've already got the first step. Now we're in the second step. So let's go live. Let's bring some dynamic, bring some people to the YouTube. So if you are inside of here, let's click on the YouTube if you can. Go follow me on the YouTube link. That way the live will be recorded and I can have multiple people watching the live as well. So that would definitely help me out. And I appreciate it. Thank you for the water. Thank you very much. All right. See, ask and you shall receive, right? So let's get on into it. All right. I need some water, man, because I get on here and I get to going and I don't have no water. I'm just excited. I love to do this, right? So let's get this going, man. I'm gonna talk to my brother right there. Always looking for information. All right. So, all right. So first thing first, again, my name is William Wade, and I've been running the cleaning business for 6 years. Now they say the first 5 years are the hardest in business, and I would go on to say that the first 5 years are a challenging business, but then you can make it a little more challenging by adding extra businesses to it, right? So we won't talk about all of that and all of the challenges that I had to come through. We're focusing primarily on the cleaning business and how it rolls and how you can grow any business that you're in with just a couple of tips, right? So one of the things we want to talk about is where I am. So where I am in the cleaning business, I got my notes right here. So where I am in the cleaning business is right now we have about 38 contracts. I've been in for, again, 6 years. I started with a franchise. The franchise got into a situation in 2020. I lost about $26,000, $25,000 worth of work. And then I had to rebuild, right? So I actually built a cleaning company, 6 figures. It was about 6 figures one time, burnt it down, built another one 6 figures, taking another company 6 figures, and there we go, and invested, right? So that's my background. That's what I've done. I don't have a master's and bachelor's. I didn't go to the Penn State. I had a different upbringing, right? So I got a little bit from the street. So I got a lot of street knowledge, and then I took it to the books and I started learning about different things, man. How to win friends and influence people. I wanted to look at tax-free wealth. I started listening to highly effective people, 7 habits of highly effective people. Started reaching out on Kiyosaki books. I just started reaching out and learning a little more than I had inside my mind because I didn't know a lot, right? I was coming from a background that I didn't read. I didn't know, right? So once I started learning, I started to realize that, man, relationships are business. Once you get into something, man, your relationships is how you hold it down. You build relationships through networking. You build relationships through just talking and going to one-to-ones. You build relationships through good business, word of mouth. There's a lot of different ways that you build relationships in business. And we want to get on into it, man. So I think that my personal success comes from my if I had to put the thing that I have on as far as why I'm successful, the dedication, determination, and the drive, right? The dedication, determination, and the drive. Not only that, it's the fact of the matter that you know that when you leave your job or when you go into a business, you work for more people, right? So I have 3 teams of people that I work for, and I'm constantly moving. I'm constantly going around. So being able to communicate, which is one of my things that I think I suffer in. But being able to communicate effectively is something that you want to study. So I'm going into how to win friends and influence people. Me and one of my clients, one of my coaching students. So we're working through that book together right now. And we're going back and forth inside of our coaching. As we go on to the finances and things like that, we also delving into some of the knowledge that we get out of how to win friends and influence people. So that's one of the things that I like to do when I coach people. I like to go in and make it interactive. I want to get in and we read the book or listen to a book in a week. And as we start the next journey, the next session, we want to go over those leadership skills that we're working on. Like it's more than just practical knowledge that you need when you're growing a business. A lot of us want to know the how. How do I do this? How do I clean a business? Clean a building, or how do I bid? How do you think about going in the business? How do you think about coming out of the business? How do you think about the business as a whole? Where does that actually line up inside of what you want to do in the grand scheme of things? See, all of that determines some of the relationships and some of the knowledge that you bring into the company that you're building. Right? Me knowing I wanted to get into real estate, I built a relationship with realtors, property managers, general contractors. Now I'm doing post-construction clean. Now I took myself to post-construction clean and out of Airbnb for a certain reason, right? Because I had an outcome, I had where I wanted to go with it. So I want to make sure that you actually know where you want to go before we go into, hey, I just want to build a business. I just want to build a business, right? So many people want to go for the bottom line. I'm trying to get this $8,333 so I can have a six-figure company. I want to make $30,000 a month, right? But so I like to go back and I always say, let's think before the money. It's mentality, not money. It's things that you're going in before the finances that's going to hold you through when the finances not coming through. Right. So I see my guy chiming in. So let me go ahead and stop on this real quick so I can go on and get some love in here. All right, I got freestyle 72. What up, brother? Tyrese. Tyrus, my bad, Tyrus, man. You've been following me for a minute. We've been tuning in for a minute. Man, I know you have left your job and things is going on. We done talked a couple of times. I'm glad you chiming back in. Man, you my guy. I want to see how you doing, man, how things has been going. Hopefully. I'm gonna tell you something, Tyrus. I seen your name on the CBN conference on 2023. I'm gonna drop a link down here. And one of my moderators, drop a link to the CBN conference 2024 in Las Vegas. Make sure we get that up here in the beginning, early, so we get that on. But Tyrus, I seen your name on it last year. I was looking to meet you, bro, in person. So hopefully I see you this time, man. I got a link down there if you ain't bought the tickets. I know you in CBN as well, but if you want to buy the tickets through my link, you can do that. But man, hopefully I see you this time. I was looking for you. All right. All right, always looking for information. Appreciate you. Oh man, I appreciate you too. Again, man. Hopefully you can make it. If not, hey, we'll catch a Zoom call, man. I'm doing Zoom. Last time we did our discovery call, we was on Audible, but now we're doing Zoom. So if you want to set up a Zoom so I can see face to face, so we can sit down, man, that's cool. But always looking for information. I appreciate that. Platinum cleaning. I see it. Hey, coach, how you doing? How you doing? Man, I was just talking about how we going through the how to win friends and influence people and some of the things that we learned, right? Chime in and tell me some of the things that you learned. Let's get this thing going. What have you learned so far from how to win friends and influence people? That'll be a great thing to put inside the chat, right? So that way I can go ahead and hit people with some of the things that we do inside of our coaching. That way we can bring it to the atmosphere and we can help more people out. All right. I appreciate that you chiming in, Platinum. We're gonna get that name together. One of the things we're gonna get that name together. We ain't gonna talk about it right now. Let me change it and upgrade and get your brand together before I use this as an example. All right, but I definitely would use this as an example. And thank you for sticking with me, Lewis. My God, man, you in St. Louis, I believe, man. I remember. Again, I'm just throwing my shout outs right now, getting everything going. If you tune in, Lewis, I remember I was in St. Louis about 4 years ago. And I was at a conference. Matter of fact, it was before 2020. I was in a conference and I was in the conference. And you timed it out, man. That's how long we've been tapped in, man. And I started off by telling folks, and if you're not on social media, posting your life, posting what you're doing, I think you're missing out on a major upsell to what you're gonna be doing. All right. We got to see what you're gonna be doing. Where you want to start at? Where you want to start at? Let's start with the end in mind. So What I would like to do, if y'all on here right now, let's set up a discovery call. Let's get some things together and let's see where the end. What's the mission? What's bigger than money, right? It's mentality, not money. Those that I've talked to, years have passed. A lot of things have changed in my life right now. I done leveled up a lot. So I would definitely like to open up a conversation with y'all guys that just tuned in tonight. And let's see what we can do to help each other out, or how I can maybe advance what you got going on, or maybe even just give a certain mindset that might just jar the little thing, man. I haven't seen none of my people put the link inside the chat yet for the CBN. So let's make sure we get that in there. So I want to see, somebody said, do I have a moderator? And last time I said, this time I'm going to have me a moderator in here. So I got my team together to see if they put that thing in there. So make sure we put that in there, somebody. I want to see how this thing works. 2024 is a year for me to explore new opportunities, new direction. Hey, and whatever else I got new out there, whatever God got for me. All right, what we got now? Bet, bet, bet. I remember, hey, let's link up, man. Again, if you don't hit the CBN 2024, I got the link down there somewhere. It should be down there. But let's link up, man. Looking forward to meeting you. My guy. Yep, 4 years in running. I just want to show, man. I tell the truth. I'm Cat Williams out here. I'm gonna spill the bean. I'm gonna tell the truth. And hey, the truth don't need no encouragement. You feel me? I'm sipping straight water. We ain't gonna get into that right now, but let's go. Let me pull up again, man. Let me get on into it. I done did enough talking right now and introducing everybody, man. So first off, we want to talk about effective communication tactics, right? What are some effective communication tactics that you may be using? All right, when I first started off, we're going to go back to the beginning and I'm going to show you the progress. So when I first started off in the cleaning business, some of the effective things I used to do, we used to have a notepad. We have a notepad that's sitting down inside of a drawer where we have keys and certain things that I needed to clean the building. So inside of the notepad, it will have, if you have any ideas or things that we missed. So one of my cleaners missed, just write it in the note. So that way, when they come in the next day, that they could see it, right? They could go in and see it. They look into the log and say, hey, you missed this. Can you do this tonight? Can this be done? So in the business that you have, make sure that you're communicating with your clients with some type of log. Now, if you haven't got to the advanced stages that I will be talking about in a minute, let's get with just a paper and pencil. Nothing wrong with a paper and pencil, right? Paper and pencil is good. Now, we do have technology. We do have software that we can actually use, but let's go back to paper and pencil right now in the beginning stages. Let's just make this thing. You set you a nice notepad. Let's see if I got one in front of me. I don't have one, but we got a pad right here. You might get your have notepad. You sit it in the drawer. You write messages. You can even say something nice to your client. Hey, we had a great clean tonight. Looking forward to. I did my inspection tonight. Even you as an owner, you go in there and write something down, and you go ahead and get them, and then you make sure that your cleaners or that you go and look at the books or that log every day. What had happened was a lot of times when we doing this in the beginning, people are not gonna do it, right? We gotta make sure that we know that habits take a time to click in. What I learned now that I didn't know then is that some of my cleaners was going into the building and they wasn't going in the log, right? And then they wasn't going in the log, and then my client stopped using the log. And it's because we didn't keep enforcing and using the law, right? It might take a month. It might take 2 months. But what you do, you don't give up. You keep going back to the log. Hey, did you check the log today? Follow up. Hey, did you check the log? What was in the log? It wasn't nothing. Somebody might not write in the log for a week. What that's going to do is make the cleaner not look at the log and think it's not going to be useful. So what I could have done, what I know now, is told my client, hey, just write a nice letter in the law, uplift him just so he know he's looking at something. Because if nothing is going bad, nothing is happening, which I loved, but it was a big part of the system that got left out. Because in some of my buildings was no issues, so they wasn't using the log. And so the cleaner stopped looking at the log. And there comes the communication breakdown, right? Communication breakdown. So we want to make sure that we have a system of certain ways that we are communicating with our client. And again, I like to say, start off with a nice pen and paper, put it inside a drawer, put it on the desk. That way people can see it. Hey, and then you get your average, you get your ratings. They can tell you. You can stay abreast. You can stay above what's going on. You can know. You can keep a pulse, as my franchise master used to say. You keep a pulse on what's going on, right? You want to know what's going on. Now, we want to move over now. When I left from the paper and pen, what I started to do was getting text messages, right? So I got out the building, and I was first paper and pen was I was when I was in the building because I was reading the log, I was writing down. I put people in the building, right? Because it's a process. When I'm talking, I may talk fast, but it's a process, and y'all can chat and have me slowing me down. You can chat and let me tell me slow down or whatever, whatever. But after the paper and pen that I was working with, right? Pencil and paper, whatever. I moved out the building and I put somebody else in the building. This is when the system broke down. Note this: anytime you add something to the system, you got to recalibrate it. You got to recalibrate it. You add another player, another structure, another thing, it changes everything that you have. I came out the building, put somebody else in the building. One of my mistakes I didn't do, I told them about the book, but I didn't walk through them multiple times with the book. I didn't even know to tell my client to write in the book, even if it was something positive. So that way we can get the book, keeping the use of the book. I didn't know, right? I was in the building. I didn't go through that yet, right? So one of my mistakes I didn't nurture that process. What I started doing is texting because I didn't want to go to the building no more. I didn't want to go, so let me text everybody. But what that did was communication, right? But is it effective? Because now I got texts from 30 buildings coming through, texting this, texting this, texting this. And I had one phone at the time. Just texting, texting, texting. So now when my kids call, my girl at the time, she called, I'm already frustrated because I'm getting too many text messages all day. So I don't know who is who. So when my text messages go off, I'm answering it with aggression because I'm thinking it's a business when it could have been a family, right? So communication there started with getting another phone, right? So we're talking about communication and how to keep everything going with your clients and how to keep your business going. But it comes with its system and how things work together. How do you have things working inside of your business? How do you got things moving inside of your company? Right. So let's go and let's see. So tips that I have is to again work in with them. Walk in with them and make sure that you cultivate the new system with the new client or the new company, a new worker that you got in and a new employee that you got in the building. A lot of times, us as entrepreneurs, we don't have the time. I'm gonna tell you something. Most of y'all that following me right now, I got like 12 on here. That's good for me. But I had 12 on, and I think a lot of y'all are entrepreneurs, and you're probably not good managers. Just tell yourself, I'm not a good manager. Because I'm gonna tell you, so when you get in there, you got to manage how things go. I'm not a good manager. I tell people that all the time. Because see, I got so many other things to do. If I gotta go in every building, I'm not gonna be able to go in 10 buildings tonight to get everybody on track. So then I could go and do the work behind the scenes. I'm not gonna be able to do that. Right. So now we got to put a manager in position. We got to get somebody in place that can go around and do what I did. A mistake. Who did you train? Being not a good manager, sometimes we don't have time to train because we're moving around. So with effective communication with the client starts with effective communication internally in the company, right? So now I had to build up a training process. So now I had to train my people how I wanted things to be done. See, when you start growing your company, and I'm gonna be real with you because I got to be Cat Will. I got to be real. I got to tell y'all that I used it 2 times for a reason because I got to keep it 1,000. I didn't know a lot. I just jumped in and jumped in. And a lot of y'all jumping in and jumping in too. So don't be upset when you make mistakes. Mistakes make you great. I tell my children all the time, go out there and make your mistakes so you can be great. Don't shy away from the mistake. Mistakes are the miracles that used to make you better. Right? So what I did was I didn't know that I needed to go in and train people on the system that I had created for myself. I told them what to do, but I wasn't in a position to go back and inspect behind them, much less go and walk and tell them to do what I told them to do. I mean, to make sure they were doing what I told them to do. I was growing. I'm growing the company. I didn't train you 2 days. I got to go. People that I trained them 2 days. Man, you know how to clean, don't you? They would clean it. All right, cool. This is what I need you to do. Top to bottom, go in the counter. I'm gonna show you. Boom, 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 boom. You think you got it? All right, you got it. Cool. I gotta go get this building over here. It wasn't that fast, but you feel what I'm saying? So those are some things and mistakes that I made in the beginning. So what I do now is I have a manager and going in and doing the training. But let's get back to the paper, right? So you start with the paper, then I went to the texting. Now the texting part had a lot of hiccups because I didn't have no peace. I didn't have no clarity in mind. I'm just my every time this phone ring, it's just man, it's a problem. Like, man, yo, do you not know how to clean? Dad, this is me. Oh, I'm sorry, son. Hey, what's up, baby? Are you all right? You know what I mean? Yeah, I call my kids, but I'm sorry. I call my kids baby. Yeah, they still my baby. They're my daddy's baby. They grown, but they still my baby. All right. You judge your judge it, judge. Hey, okay. All right. You know, they say judge your mammy. I don't want to be rude, but I just be having a good time. So don't take me light, right? But so that's what was going on. My business was overtaking my life. Because I didn't have a system set up. So what I do, I got another phone. I got another phone and I changed the ring. So now I started texting from my business phone. When that thing ring, I went down in my iPhone. It was an iPhone. I went and found a ring that sound like money. And my jingling, whatever sound like money to you, go get that's the ring for your ring phone for your business phone. I go down there, ding a ling a ling. If it's bells, whatever it sound like money to me. I got the money ring on my phone, and then I got the money chime. So it sounded like that for me. So that's what happened. So that went into effect. So now we started doing group texting. We started to do things like that. And I had a group of people together and I could hover over it, right? And so I thought that was pretty good. And it worked it worked okay until some people don't like to follow rules. Have you ever had those people that work on you tell them to do something, they just don't want to do it? I I got a solution for that. Stay tuned. I got a solution for people. Somebody remind me, how do you get people to do things inside your company that you done told them to do multiple times? Remind me at the end. Remind me. I get to tell you that because it works like a charm. It works like a charm. I'm telling you that. So I went into doing the text message and the group text, and then I went into the email, making sure your emails, and I getting bombarded with the email. Now this is going back before I had the system together, before I had the VAs, and before I had all of that. We got to start from the beginning. We take it back to the beginning, right? So we want to take it back to the beginning because in the beginning is where I can help people grow and see the transformation over time. Now, I went through group texting, emails, trying to make sure I keep up with the client. Now I got a software that actually connects to the client and we right in there together. They say something, I say something back. My manager see it and my other admin see it. It's right there. And then I have another channel over there to where my cleaners are. So they don't even know that the person has complained. And when they complain, I move them over here and I say, hey, copy paste. This is what's going on. And so now I can see the whole business going. My manager is running all of that. So now I'm making sure he's responding. I'm making sure they responding to him. I can see how he responds. I can see how he's transferring over to the worker. I'm saying making sure they do the build and the contractor, making sure they do the thing right. You feel me? So it's an evolution, man. If you want to know about what software that is, then I'll let you know as well. But let me go down here and add some of these. I still do not see where my people put the link to the CBN conference, right? If you're on here again, I'm asking you one more time, please put the link to the conference inside the chat. People might want to go to the 2024 conference, and I need it in the chat. If you're gonna be a moderator, make sure you moderate and put the things in there, please. Thank you. Thank you, team. I love you. All right, so all right, so let's go down some of these things. Yep, my guy say yep. Platinum clean. Let's go back to this. We got another. I learned that it's more lucrative to learn the names of all your clients. All right, see, there we go. You chimed right in on what we're talking about today. How to win friends and influence people, right? He said remembering names. How do you remember names if you have 38 people and you got people that you're going with? I know how to do that now. What I used to do then, I had everybody's name in the phone. I knew them because I was in the building, right? When you in the building, see, when you start to implement different things, I said revisit the system. You are when you go up, you revisit. You go up, you revisit. And a lot of times we don't revisit. I'm guilty. That's why I have a lot of situations that I've been going through like bumps in the road because I didn't revisit. I had some things in place and I kept going up, and I just thought it was going to go. Case in point, I had a system in place and I started focusing on digital marketing and virtual assistants. Then the system that I thought I had in place started going down, 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 down the roller coaster. Right. So that threw me off. So I didn't revisit. Right. And then I had got stuck into this new business that I couldn't revisit it this time. I had to revisit from a distance, and I had to pray and make sure they get that thing together. I took a lot of losses in them getting it together, but they got it together now. And that lets me know that you got to take losses, right? All right. So learning the names, man, that is very big, because when I went in to talk to Katie, or when I went in to talk to Joanne, or when I went in to talk to Miss K, when I went in to talk to them, I talked to them as personal name, and they called me William, and we talked back and forth. Hey, William, we love it. That is so powerful, because when I used to put cleaners in the building that didn't do a good job, they stuck with me because of the relationship that I built with them. Learning the names of your clients and using it and talking to them on a regular basis, whether it's monthly, bi-weekly, weekly, depending on what it is, that builds a relationship with them. I mean, and when you put people in the building and they mess up, it gives you some leeway. Dude, I'm telling you the truth. I've not been the best manager. I've not been the best trainer. I've been a person that's been growing companies, looking to get the real estate, not really wanting to do the cleaning company too long. And now I'm focusing on taking that thing to the next level, because I got a manager that's really doing this thing right now. And again, those that know, my manager is my son. I had to groom him up to show him how to run a company so I could give it to him, so I could move out the way, build the company, and move out the way for my next son, move out the way, and then have real estate investment for my third son, right? 3 sons, 3 LLCs, 3 companies that's profitable right now today. It took me a minute, though. It took me a minute. But what I know is that when I started to learn my clients' names and started to use that, it gave me a benefit. Now, I knew their name when I first went in, because I started that. But when I started to grow more clients, I wasn't in the building no more. That changed, right? That changed. How we go back up? Hold up. We go back up. Let me see. I done skipped some stuff. All right, learned. All right, we right here. So so what I did, that changed. That changed for me. So right now, how do you, question would be for those that's where we're further on in business, how do you remember the client's name and it's a building that you only want to a walkthrough on? Because see, my goal now is to go to the walkthrough and get the keys. I just how I got my system set up. I got callers calling. They give me an appointment, put it on my calendar. I go do the walkthrough. I do my CBN form. I set the form to my team. They fill out the proposal. They send the proposal in. They follow up with the email. They follow up with the cold calling. They follow up with the email. They follow up with the cold calling. They follow up with the email. You get it? They follow up a lot. Then I get a signed signature, use DocuSign. Hey, it's been signed. Then I send my managers go pick up the key. What if I never met the contact? Right? Because the contact might have had me contact somebody else. How do you keep that? Software. You have a CRM. Right? We'll get to all of that later on. That's advanced. That's when we're growing up, right? That's when we're growing up. But how do you? It's levels to it, right? So let me see what I got next plan. See, I don't like sticking to the script. I like going off the cuff. I like just going, just giving you from my heart. So my stuff be shutting down on me because I'm not keep pushing the button, keeping it going. So now I'm having an issue, having to keep pulling that back up. But I get better doing that too. But I just like to give it off of my experience. I don't like, I mean, I'm using bullet points, but I gotta keep it, keep it real. All right. So managing feedback like a pro. So how do we manage our feedback? Now, all right, let me see. I got a lot of things. We're talking about feedback in a minute. Let me get this right here. He said paper trail. Yes, right. When you do with your clients, we do have the paper trail. With the paper thought, yeah, when you got it in there, you got it in there. Hold on. When you got it in the drawer, you got it in there. And so they'll write it down. And then there you go. But again, paper trail with paper is laborious, right? So what you're going to do, you have to take a screenshot, send it to the team. That's what we was doing. I'm glad you put the paper trail in there because that got laborious going in there looking. So how do I do it? We had Slack. Slack was the next thing that we incorporated. Slack was the next thing we incorporated. And when they went into the building, I had each building inside of a channel. And every time they go to the building, they would scan the thing and they put it in, and I could see what was going on. And I could instruct them through Slack. So I'm glad you did put that in there, because that's what we moved to next. We moved to Slack. And then we had the group text, because my clients wasn't in Slack. But my clients wasn't in Slack. So that's not the software I'm talking about that I'm using now. But I do use Slack still for something else. But I did have Slack, and I'm gonna have my workers in there and my builders in there and my team in there. And we was all communicating on the building. And it was like the best thing since sliced bread, because I didn't have them buzzing on my phone. Because I'm gonna tell you something. After I got them buzzing on my phone, when I changed my phone, I didn't want no more issues on my phone. I just wanted money to ring on my phone. I just wanted new opportunities on my phone. Don't call my phone with no issues. Put it in Slack. Put it in Slack. Put it in Slack. If you don't put it in Slack, I don't answer. You could text me and I'm gonna respond back into the software. People thought I was petty. They say, man, you petty. No, you petty. You're not listening. I told you I need this. It's for my sanity. I'm the one running the company. I'm the one got 32 builders, 16 people, 3 teams. I need you to put this in Slack, so that way I can focus on it when I'm ready. So when I hear that certain ding-a-ding-a-ding, whatever it was, I know that, hey, I'm getting it's mentality, not money. I'm getting my emotions ready to get into Slack, because once I hit a ding, it already. Let's talk about something, and I'm gonna go on to this next thing. Feedback. They have a a not statistics, something they experiment, but they did it with a dog. I was reading the book, and every time they rung the bell, ding a ling a ling a ling a ling, they fed the dog, right? Ding a ling a ling a ling, the dog came out. Ding a ling a ling, the dog came out. They took the food from the dog. They rang the bell, ding a ling a ling, he came out salve. Now, it was ingrained in his mind when he heard that ding a ling a ling, his mouth was ready to eat. When your phones is ding a ding a ding, and your mind is already getting frustrated, you could be answering your family with the frustration that your business is giving you. You don't want that. You don't want that, fam. You don't want that. That's not a company way. That's not a proper way to grow your business. That is letting your business overtake you. This is the reason why we end up with software. And the software has certain bell notifications and then ding. So that way, when you get into the software, you know that, hey, okay, I know how to answer that. This is my phone. It's my personal, right? So the paper trail, but the paper trail got to be a little bit messy. So that's why we went to the software with Slack. Lewis, yes, the paper trail. Okay, y'all can see each other. I see y'all on. Oh, I got people timed in on my YouTube. Okay, so what am I getting from my Wait a minute, I might have some people in my Facebook that I'm not being able to see. Okay. Let's see. All right. So here we go. The next thing they said, also learn that we must apologize for my mistakes of our employees, and everything is our fault as the business owner. Facts. Facts. One of the things, yeah, that's facts. That's a big one too. That's a big one too. It's always my fault. It's always my fault. Dude, even if I haven't seen the building, it's my fault because I didn't put my inspector in there. I've always taken the blame. I don't throw my team under the bus. I'm the one that built the bus. I'm gonna put them under the bus. I put them on the team. So if I'm telling you about the bus that ain't rolling right, that's me. I should change the tires. I need to kick them off the bus. So I've always, even when, and see what I do inside of that. Now I can cultivate that in my team, so they take the responsibility. My manager now does the same thing. So when I got my manager doing these, man, it was on me, man. That's my bad. I'm like, you know what? That's my bad. That's my bad. I didn't follow, I didn't train you properly. And now we arguing over who fault it is. That's a better argument because now we're growing together. Now, guess what? All right, man, you know what? That was my bad. I could do this better. You know what? I could do this better. So now we come together and we both do better. Right? That's a good one. I appreciate you. See, I like when people chime in. Let me know if this is actually helping you. I got a lot of people chiming in. Let's get some of these down before I go on in the next one. I got some love today. That was me. I seen this come on. That was me. That was you. I think that was Karen. That was you going in and making the mistakes of with the buildings. I guess with the paper. I think that's what we're talking about. Writing it in and going in, and maybe it was that it was you that wasn't going back and implementing some of the things with your team and making sure that they was on point. But I'm glad that you connect, man. We connect actual facts. Okay. I like when people say I'm speaking facts. And then you got the same experiences I've had. Hey, Lewis, I appreciate that, family. You're speaking on right where I'm at. All right, right where you at. All right, who is this? Oh no, this is not platinum. This is somebody else. All right, it's somebody else, but I'm speaking right where you at. Okay. All right, cool. I need to figure out how that I can see the people that is on my YouTube. I need to see the people on my YouTube. I'm sorry. I need to see the people on my YouTube so I can see who's actually responded. I need to get that better. Okay. I can see now. 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 All right, cool. I can see clearly now. My Facebook's up. Hey man, I'm telling you, man, y'all. Hey, we keep when I say live, it's live, all the way live, all the way live. Okay, let's go. All right, let's go. You're speaking fact where I'm at. Okay, deductions. All right, we ain't gonna talk about that, right? We talk about the deductions. That was the question. That's one of my coaching clients. That's one of my coaching students right there. So like I said, how do you get people to do what you need them to do without having to tell them to do it over and 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 over? Is the deductions. Yeah. Hey, don't tell my secret. Hey, I'm gonna put that in the ebook and then I'm gonna sell that for somebody. That's a big one. That's a big one because I went 5 years, and I was telling people what I needed to do, and I was pulling my hair. Well, I went bald. Now I was bald before that, but no, I was telling people, man, I need you to do this. I need you to do this. Can you go check the building? Did you do your inspection? Did you do this? And I'm still paying them because I didn't have nothing set in place, right? I didn't have nothing set in place. And so now I'm doing work that I'm paying people to do. But guess what? I'm not trying to get rid of people because I need people to grow. See, one of the things, and we're not talking about people to grow, but we are talking about relationships and communication. You got to communicate with your team. You got to need your team to grow, right? A lot of y'all are getting rid of your team too early. Don't get rid of them when they make mistakes. I tell every time somebody on my team cost me $12,500 on one invoice, I kept them. They still here today. They ain't done that mistake no more. And now they shape into a whole nother form, right? I had to keep them on. But you can't make a team without the people. So when you got the people, how do you keep them in line? Dude, I'm going to tell you something. If I ask you to do this, it's $25 deduction if you don't do it, if I have to follow up. Now, if I got to do it, then it's going to be, I got my phones right here. I got it. So, hold up. Don't know. They're trying to make sure I got all my stuff up here. I got it. I appreciate the love, family. I appreciate the love. But no, so how do you go in and you keep everything going, right? How do you build that, right? Man, 4 or 5 years, I'm sitting here getting frustrated. And frustration kills the momentum of the company. Now, I'm a positive thinker. I see things in both ways, positive and negative, in the same spot. So I'm looking at the optimistic side on a lot of it. But it gets to you when I tell you 4 times to do something and you didn't do it. Now I got a complaint. I'll tell you something. If I tell you to do it and you don't do it, it's a $25 deduction. Another one, a $25 deduction. If I got to do it, if I do that 3 times, it's going to a $50 deduction. Because 25 ain't hitting you hard enough, right? Now, you got to tell them you're deducting them and they got to sign up for it. My people going to sign up for it because that's what we're doing over here, right? So what if I got to do it, though? What if I told you 2 times and then I got to do it? Oh, that's $100 for my time. Dude, if I tell my admin, I need you to send an email, I need you to do things right here, do this and do that, and y'all don't do it, and I got to do it myself, oh yeah. Because see, the thing is, and I didn't like it at first, because I don't want to do the deduction. I know we ain't, but we're talking about internal communication now, right? So since we're going to keep it in theme, because we're talking about building your business, we're building your company, we're going to get the communication. Communication outside starts with communication inside. Right? The inner man is what grows. So the inner being of the company is what needs the communication worked on. So that way the product, the service, and the communication with the clients is therefore warranted. I mean, is therefore rewarded for what you're doing internally. Now, if you cannot get your internal communications together, then what do? I'm going to tell you something, family. If I'm paying you, we're going to use even numbers. I'm paying you $500 to do a job. $500 to do a job, right? And you do the job, you make the $500. You do the job again, you make the $500. You start to slip on the job because you get comfortable. I tell you, hey man, I need you to pick up and I need you to get behind the toilets a little bit better. Hey man, you started not doing your high dusting as much because you got more things on the plate. Y'all know how the cleaners get when you want to take home more money. Everybody want to make more money, but they don't want to do more work, right? So you put them in more buildings and now they flying through the buildings, right? Okay. You still getting paid, but you're flying through them, right? Because I pay you by building. I don't pay you by time. So now when you was taking 2 hours to do the building, you're making 500. Now you sliming in, flying out, doing an hour and a half. Okay, I'm fine. I don't care about the time. It's mentality, not money. I just care about that the job is getting done. But when my clients start complaining and I say, hey, I need you to do this, and you don't do it, and then they complain again, you're not getting paid the 500 no more. I done told you that. So now, boom, I had to tell you again. Now my inspector go. Now, if I gotta go, they get on the 400 now. It doesn't matter if it took me 2 hours. I don't work for hourly. I don't do hours. So if I gotta go and do something, it might take me an hour to do it. I got coaching people that's paying me $200 a month for 30-minute Zoom calls. And then they do accountability calls. And they loving it because they getting so much gain to change. They taking their company in a different level, right? So if I'm on an hour Zoom call, I do 30 minutes, but I'm going to a 45 minute, an hour now, but because I like to give over, right? So I got an hour Zoom call that I'm doing for $200 a month. We're doing 2 Zoom calls and 2 accountability calls, right? And now it's $297 going on at the end of this month, right? So that'd be $300 for 2 hour Zoom calls and 2 accountability calls. Now, if you break that down, you get the hourly rate. Now, how did I come up with that? I started doing stripping waxes. I know this ain't what I'm talking about, but I started doing stripping wax. I got outside of my company. I started doing stripping wax and floor jobs, and I didn't do no more of my regular cleaning. So when I started to go inside of my other cleaning, I was averaging over $50 an hour because I wasn't taking on none of the regular jobs anymore. I was putting people in the buildings, and I was taking the special jobs or the extra jobs so that I can say, you know what, when I go out to work, I'm making over $50 an hour. I just sit here and did a stripping wax on the building. It took me 8 hours and we made $1,000, right? So now my ROI on my hours go up. So I'm worth a little bit more hourly now. I got experience, but that's not what we're talking about, right? So let's go on down. Actual facts, man. I appreciate you keep saying I'm hitting facts. What's the software? What's the software? It's a couple of them, brother. It's a couple of them. One of the softwares I think you're talking about that I'm using right now that actually revolutionized my business is Swept. Man, Swept changed the trajectory of how I run my cleaning company for real. Because now I'm not in my company. I'm working on my company. I have a team in place and I have a lot of things going on. So that's the software there. But it's a lot more to it. So I just gave that to you just as that, but we need to set up and we can delve into how I use that accord with something else and how things work up. But that's the software. I'm not holding anything back from the people that ask me. I'm giving you straight what I got, right? We can set up other things to make them a little better. All right. So Michael Wilkins, all right, that's my guy. I like the point of revisiting the system. When you first start off, you are winging it, but eventually you revisit the system when you see tweaks that you need to make that can improve things. That is correct. That is correct. One of the things that I did not do, I'm gonna tell you what I didn't do. I didn't revisit my financial systems. That's for another one. That's gonna be a good one. That's gonna be a good one. Let me know if y'all want to see about the financial system and how they break down on the live, because that's gonna be a good one. Because I'm a numbers guy. I love the numbers. That's when I really thought. That's my wheelhouse. Talking about numbers and financial structure and how you set this up to get to this, and the reason why I got passive income because I wanted to retire off my real estate. That's what I love to talk about. Those that seen my interviews, seen that I said when I started my cleaning business, I didn't want to take it to $1 million. I do now. I want to take it to $500,000 this year. I didn't want to do that at first. I wanted to focus on getting into real estate. Now I have the trifecta going. I have the cleaning, the real estate in a matter of years mentality. I've done it. I've actually done it. I got the shirt. I hung it up. I've done it. I got property managers in place, and now I'm able to hover over now like a hoverboard. I'm hovering over things. I do have to swoop down still, but again, great job, sir. Let me see who got that. Let me see. All right, great job, sir. Virgil Carr, Mr. Carr, thank you for timing in, my guy. Hopefully you're going to the CBN conference. this year. I think we had a great time last year, man. It was amazing meeting you. I love that the CBN is so y'all gonna hear me talk about CBN a lot, dude. Like, hey, CBN has really revolutionized what I do in cleaning. As far as even online, dude, that community, dude, for just cleaning, oh man, it's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. The software, the services, everything, like the connection, how you connect with different people. Man, my guy AJ, he ready to put you on when you ready. Man, you get tuned with him, he'll put you on the scene, he'll put you up. Dude been telling me to come on live 2-4 years now. He said, bro, they gonna like what you got. You gotta come. I wasn't ready yet. I wasn't ready. I had to get my house in order. See, couldn't put the cart before the horse. The internal community, remember, internal, it starts internal. And I'm not, internal goes on different levels of the system. Yeah, the business got internal, but my family got some internal. I needed my kids together first. I needed my brother together. I needed them to have a stable force of income. So now I can use my digital marketing and virtual assistant service to grow what they're doing. So now I'm helping them grow with my other company, and they're feeding that. So the money stay in the family and they making more money. We'll get into the system as we keep on going. But it starts with internal communication. It starts with being the person that you say you are. It starts with showing up online as you show up in private. It starts with them seeing me every day grinding. See, to start to get with the people and get the success that you're looking for, it takes consistency on your end. To get with your clients and to get that relationship built, it takes consistency on your end. To have that company, to have those managers that's moving as you want them to move, it takes consistency on your end. I just now realized this week that I'm not training my manager right. I just said I'm not a good manager. I attempted to hire a manager to train my manager, but I hired the wrong manager because I hired a manager of a Walmart company, not a manager of a cleaning company. But I had the right idea, but the wrong person. So now I'm looking to get more managers of cleaning companies around so that my manager can grow and I don't have to spend as much time. Or I pay for him a coach. That's what I may do, just pay for him a coach. I did do that already, but I need to make sure he's going. All right. That's another thing. Internal communication. Are you paying so your team can grow? Are you sending your team videos? Are you sending them videos? And let me tell you how to do that. Don't send them no 5 or 10 minute video off the bat. Send them a cartoon video, 2 to 3 minutes. They got things on YouTube, shorts, and all of that. Pepper them with the knowledge. Then you dump it on them. But see, the thing that our brain is, the way the brain works. Again, when I was locked up, I studied how the brain works, how the how the neurons fire together, things that wire together, fire together. And once you familiarize with them and start to connect, how you ever notice that you see something and it brings up a old thought? Oh, that's your brain working. But what you have to do, you have to program the people that you're working with, like computers, right? I program myself. I read books, I program it, but a lot of people don't have time to read. So throw them a 3-minute video with some cartoons on it from YouTube. I'm looking at my bookcase right there. One of the books I see on there is 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. I guarantee they got a 4-minute snippet on what highly effective people meant to somebody. Send that to somebody, man. Hey, watch the first 2 minutes of it, bro. Don't even watch the whole 4 minutes. I just think just get 2 minutes of it today, and you cool. Most time they might stay to 4 minutes, and then you pepper them. You hit them with something else so he can connect to that and connect to that. If you don't continue to connect those things together, then you're gonna have a team that don't know nothing, and it's not the team fault. It's your fault. Let's go back up to here. What you learned, it's all your fault. Right? So, all right, cool. Great job, sir. All right, let's see what we got. Okay, I see they got us in here. Everyone, there you go. There go the link for the Clean Biz Network. I need to make sure y'all get in there. I hope they got the right link. Let's see. Let me check and make sure they gave me the right link. But yeah, make sure you get in the Clean Biz Network. Make sure that link right there is the link that my affiliate link. I am affiliated with him. I do get a little kickback. So if y'all want to show a brother love, go ahead and get the link right there, man, and show both of us love. Show my guy some love, show me some love, and let's go in there, show love together. I plan on being there. I'm going for sure, for sure. I ain't missed one. All right. I put the link in the chat. Okay, so you put the link in the chat. Okay, did you put the right link though? Make sure you put the right link. I appreciate that. All right. So what other software do you recommend? Oh, so now you trying to get an extra coaching outside on the live, huh? Okay. All right. So what other did I recommend? And we talking about communication. So I did say Slack. Now, depending on how you're communicating with your team, we have Asana. That's more of my admin team, the way I got tasks and stuff set up. I do Asana. That's real big. Right now, I'm moving out of Asana, moving over to Notion. I'm not gonna tell you what Notion is, but Notion, oh my gosh, when I start showing y'all that, oh my gosh. But I did start with Asana. Uh, uh, oh, make sure that you have checklists. A lot of times we don't have the time. See, in the days and times we got AI software, Chat GPT, Bard. Get on there and get you a checklist so that your people can use. Get on there, get you a spreadsheet so they can check it off, make it easy. That's another form of internal communication. So that's good for internal communications. So those are two things. I'm just gonna say right now, Asana. I did give Swept already and Slack. So that's all I'm gonna give right now. It's a couple of more, but I'm gonna say that for when I'm talking about those things, right? I know my next thing I was supposed to be talking about is handling feedback. Uh, we're gonna still get to that. Absolutely. Can you see Facebook? Yes, I can see Facebook. Who said that? Can you see Facebook? Facebook. Okay. My guy right here. All right. The cleaning company should never be focused on conversion during the client's meetings or discussion. For the most part, the cleaning company should be forgotten about. I want to expound. The cleaning company should never be the focus on of conversation during the client meetings or discussion. For the most part, the cleaning company should be forgotten about. That's a good knowledge. Michael, I would like I like to delve in on that a little bit more, man. So you saying, "Ooh, that's good." So what you're saying is when we go in on the walkthroughs and when we go into meeting the clients, or is it the walkthrough or when we go into meeting the clients like on a regular basis? Like that's a two different things. So when are we talking about? Because in the context of what you're talking about, I could see on the walkthroughs not bringing up the cleaning company and not making sure you talk about my cleaning company can do this. This is what we good at, and this and that, and making it about what they want and their pain and their perspective. I had to learn that the hard way too. I was going in there showing, man, yeah, I can see you need a cleaning coming. Look at the corners. I did that for a little while, pointing out the flaws behind the TV. Oh, yeah, we get that right there. We do that. We get that. A lot of them walkthroughs I didn't even get. But I learned, though. I did learn, so I won. I win no matter what. I win no matter when I don't get the walkthrough, I still won. Again, positive and negative stay in the same spot. It's internal and external. If I didn't get it externally, my internal grow. It's mentality, not money. So my mentality grew on how to get the walkthrough. So I'm winning. I go from glory to glory, from win to win. I win no matter what. I'm the head and not the tail. I walk in with confidence. I know that I'm gonna win. When I go on my walkthroughs, people are saying, man, what if I don't get it? What if I overbid? I went through that stage too. But when I changed my mindset, I went and knew and I was winning no matter what. If I overbid, underbid, didn't bid, they didn't show up, I still won because I showed up. I went through with it. Tonight, I went to the gym. I had my 3 days a week. I went to the gym and it was an hour a minute. I had to rush through the gym. I didn't like that workout because I did the least. I used, if it's say from 8 to 10, I did 8. If it's 8 to 10 and then I didn't do my rest time, so I went back and I'm going back because I took my time and I went. I was helping somebody and I went late. I still showed up. I won. So when I left there, I won. Now, what I won with is that, man, you know what? I don't like rushing my workout. So I won one. I won 2 times just by showing up. Some of y'all would have said, man, it's an hour. I wouldn't have showed up. So now you're losing. I don't lose. But I guess you would have won inside. But if that's a goal, I'm going to see how you win. But anyway, hold up. Let's see back. I got a lot of stuff going on. I'm going to get to what my thing is. I'm going to get back to these questions in a minute. All right. So let me get back to this. So handling feedback like a pro. So what we want to do is we want to handle reputation management. We want to make sure that you handle your feedback. Now, I do have a software that I'm invested in, W.A.D.E. It's called W.A.D.E Global Network right now, but I got a W.A.D.E Global.ai that I'm using AI inside of my software that I help people out with. But I do have a reputation management inside of there, so that way you can go ahead and manage your reputation. If you need help with the software, link up with me, and we can talk about how I may help you with the software, get you incorporated in what I have going on. But how do you manage your complaints in the beginning? I show up. First 24 hours, if you get a complaint, I'm there. If I'm not there, I got my teammate there. And if they not there, I'm there. Well, I said it backwards. I got my teammate there. And if they not there, I'm definitely there. I'm there. 24 hours, I'm showing up. You got a complaint, they got hair on the floor. Don't worry about it. We be there. Oh, don't worry about it, Mr. Wade. We got it. We already got that. Okay, fine. That's cool. But I'm there anyway. Hey, let me go make sure, since we made a mistake, let me go here. Let me do this. I'm going to do a lot of high dusting for you. I'm over delivering. We made a mistake. I'm over delivering. My clients loved me when I was in there. Now, the part that I had a problem with is when I got out the buildings. Dude, when I got out the buildings, it's so many lessons that I learned, and I didn't revisit some of those systems that I put in place because I was the system. I thought I had it all locked down, and when I took myself out and I was telling people what to do, but they didn't have it in them. They didn't. It wasn't meant. It was mentality. It wasn't in their heart. All right. So to manage feedback, I went in there and I followed up with people. So when I started with my franchise, they sent out emails, right? They sent out emails monthly. So I took that and now we send out emails monthly. Luckily, we have it automated. So we got automated inside the software that we talk about. We can automate your system for you as well. So we can have automated responses to everybody monthly, right? So go out. You don't want to remember, you got 35, 45 clients. You don't want to remember when to send an email. Just send it up. Hey, we're going to send this email monthly just to get a survey in how we're doing. Some people won't answer your survey. So what you do, then you make a call. Do you want to call? Okay. I don't want to call either. Oh, then you have your cold caller call. Hey, cold caller call. Oh, but you're just buying leads. Okay, well, cool. Well, then you make the call. The difference between buying leads and having a cold caller is that you use a cold caller as an extension of your company. A lead is something that you purchase and you go on. Now, I do love leads because I purchase them as well. And I also provide those, and I have cold callers. So that way you can have an extension to your team because we need more people, right? We make more money, we need more people. So let's type in if you need a cold call or anything part of the system to grow. Let's set up a discovery call and let's get that thing going. All right. But again, I'm not here to sell. I'm just here to show what I'm doing. So, all right. So after we get the feedback, you want to make sure that you responded to them within 24 hours. You want to make sure you're sending something out to make with them monthly. You have somebody stop by. You do a call on the phone. You send an email. You want to make sure that you get client feedback. Now, when you get the feedback, encourage them to give you the negativity. Good energy. I don't want no negativity around me. Yes, get the negativity because the negativity is good energy. You want to learn what you're doing wrong. Too many people that I see in business, they don't want to, they take stuff so, they wear their emotion on their sleeves. I talk about EQ a lot because EQ is emotional intelligence. And the EQ is better than IQ in business because EQ is the reason that a client could go off on you and you keep your composure because you know you got to make that money. I had a client that talked real greasy to me. I cried. And I'm going to tell you online. Yes, I cried. That was when I first started. It was a guy talk real bad. That was on a $25,000 building. I made $25,000 in 2 months, in 2 weeks. I made those $25,000 in 2 weeks. I told you that. But on that job, he was a GC behind it. He talked so loud and reckless, hollered at me. Your crew ain't doing this. You I can't remember, but man, I know it hurt me to the core because I wanted to say something back. I went around the corner and teared and called my auntie. Auntie said, baby, don't let them get you mess that money up. She said, you talk to God. I talked to God. I went back and before the end of the job, he was gone. He had been away from his family. He had some other things going on and he wasn't doing a good job. They replaced him. I finished the job, made $25,000 in 2 weeks, took my family, bought me a new car 2018 and 2018. I got the video. And then I took my family on the cruise. 5 people, we gone on the cruise. Man, I would have let him jack my money off, right? But I didn't. I kept my emotions. I took my emotion and went over to the side. But you want to make sure you're asking your clients for feedback. Some of my clients have told me that my inspectors are not being inspected enough, right? And guess what I did? I tightened up on my inspectors. But it was me. It was still me because I don't have a schedule for my inspector to inspect the building. I'm just telling my inspector, hey, go inspect the building. We need to inspect the 5. If you're doing 5 days a week, make sure you inspect that about once a week or every other week. You inspect when you think you need to inspect them. Being so liberal or lenient that I'm not having things going down. So I needed to put some systems in place, right? So that's one of the things I had to do. Another thing, effective managing feedback is making sure that you let them know that they can tell you, man. Call up and just say, man, let me know what we can improve on. You'll be amazed how great you can take negative conversation or negative things that you're feeling negative when you put yourself in a position to do it. And can you tell me how can we be better? I know you ain't gave us a complaint, but I know it's room for improvement. Can you let us know how we can improve on the clean? What do you like to see us do? Oh, okay, well, Mr. Wade, y'all are doing very well, but sometimes I can tell in the bathroom that they're not mopping. Okay, cool. I appreciate you telling me that. All right, cool. Thank you. All right, boom, there it is, right? So we want to make sure we got that. Now, tailoring services for maximum satisfaction. Now, one of the things that we also learned in the cleaning company that everybody doesn't need the same thing, right? Everybody don't need the same thing. And what I found out as far as bidding, right? Let's go back to tell the story of knowing your worth. A lot of people go into the cleaning and I know my worth. I know my worth. And they got this price, right? And then the person will say, hey, well, I got a budget of $1,500. I said, man, that job gonna cost $2,100 to do it. This is real life stuff that happened. They told me I walked in the building. She wanted daily clean. She told me her budget was $1,500. I went home. I used the app. And this before I had my VAs and everything going. I did the app, and the app said 2,100. I said, you know what? I can go down a little bit. Let me show them some love. I sent up a proposal for 1,800. I never heard back from them. Never heard back from him. Now, what I could have done, hindsight 2020, I could have tailored the package for the 15. I didn't have to do everything that I wanted to do that day. I wanted to do the work. I could have told them this is what they're getting this day. It's 5 days a week. They could have got this day, this day, this day, this day, that, But I didn't know. I didn't lose yet. Well, I didn't win that part of my mind yet. However y'all want to say. I lost the bid. I didn't get it or whatever. But I won something. I won the education. All right. So that's one of the things you can do. Tailor the package for your client so that way the client feels like it's valued. You don't have to just give them everything you think they want. Give them what they need and put it in the budget that they can do it and make the money, man. Make the money make you. Numbers don't lie. If they saying $1,500 and you got to pay somebody $1,000 to get it, you make $500. If they saying $2,000, you got to pay somebody $1,500, you make $500. It's the same money you making, right? Now, if you want to make $750 at $1,500, we'll pay somebody $750 and tell them, hey, you need to do this, and then that's it, right? So we got to make sure that we are tailoring stuff for the client to make the client feel great. Empowering insight for real world solutions. I've been doing this. I'm just going down some of my things. I did. I stayed on point. Look, man, when I flow through, I be amazed sometimes because I'm looking at my notes. And I'm going off the cuff, but as I go back, I'm hitting the point still. Like I'm still going through them. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful for that. So let me go back to some of this right here before how long I've been on. I've been on for about an hour, but we can still a little bit. Let me see what he said. The cleaning company shouldn't. We already did that. We are on Facebook as well. I did see that. Facebook as well. Let's see. If they are not talking about your cleaning company, you are forgotten about. That's usually a good thing. Huh? That's usually a good thing. If they are not talking about your cleaning company and you are forgotten about, that's usually a good thing. Michael, I don't know, brother. I don't know. Now we got to go in the context of what we talking about on this. We got to go in the context because see, I definitely can understand where you're coming from because I see both sides. So I do see that it can be things because you're not being a problem. So they're not having to say, "Hey, let's get it a sink cleaning solution." Make up a sink cleaning. But I've seen also that if my company has not been there, that we forgot about it and they cross me out. I'll start subbing out contracts now, right? I'm subbing. And I just lost a client this coming up next month. A nice client too. We've been having them for 2 years. And it was good, but I put a guy in there and he's great. I haven't had to go and do no inspections. I haven't had to go. Matter of fact, he's so great that the client actually asked him, did he want to take the account over with? Hey, man, we're about to go another way. Do you want to do it? And he called me and said, hey, bro, they looking to go another way, see if you can save it. And I tried to put some things together, but they were looking to go. And the reason being is that they didn't see me. They seen his company coming in. And they were like, well, why am I paying you if he's the one doing the work? That's how they felt. So now I got to come up with a solution, how to sub with other companies in my area so I don't lose clients. That's the first one I lost like that. So that's okay, but I won something, right? I won an opportunity to learn something. So I'm thinking about putting two logos on the shirt, having a somebody logo, put my logo and the company logo on the shirt so they can know that, hey, yeah, he is representing my company. This is still we together. So it's not just that company, it's our company, and this is how we build together. So it doesn't feel like they're doing a subcontract, because some people don't want to do that. So I definitely agree on some issues. You don't want them to keep talking about your client, your company, because if you keep on talking about my company, that means we're not doing a good job. I sink cleaning solution, they always missing the bathroom, they doing this, they see us, they missing this, they missing that. That can be an issue, but again, we don't want to make sure that we know what context we're talking about, right? So I want to make sure we got the context. What's this say? Shirts look nice, Wade. All right, cool, cool, cool. Shirts look nice. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Shirts look very nice. I thank you very much. I need to make sure I make this statement right here. Load up. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I had to tell. I had to. I'm sorry. I had to get right with my team right there. Software, right? Software. So instead of me saying it to them, I just put it in there. They on here. They on here. All right. So I had to put that in there to make sure that's doing. So let me go down here. Nice shirt. Wait. Thank you, man. Thank you, man. I like to go in there with the logo, so they can remember. You'll be amazed. Communication, right? We're talking about. Make sure we understand. We're talking about communication, right? Um, Mastering client relationships in the cleaning business. Client relationship starts with communication. The communication starts in the beginning. When you walk in there and they see your logo, you send them an email. They see your logo. When you're like, oh, okay. I walked into after a proposal has been sent 3 times to a client. Well, he's not a client yet. To a potential client. And when I walked in there, he seen the logo and we had a genuine conversation. I only sent the email. I only met the contact. I didn't meet the owner. But when I walked into the building to follow up, I met the owner and we had a conversation as he already knew me and because he's seen the logo. So the building relationship starts from in the beginning stages. You want to make sure that you have it to where your company, you ain't got to put your logo out like that so they can see it, but you just want to make sure you have it out there so they know where you are and put it inside of your emails and stuff like that at the bottom. If you need help, I got a team that can help you do that as well. But if you got that, pretty copy and paste inside your emails and stuff as a footer, and you just send them all out. But some people are not tech savvy and they need a little assistance, so you can message me and I'll get you some help. But yeah, man, you want to make sure that you looking good when you're going in there, because see, that represent the company. All right, let's see. Christian Gilbert, hello, glad you're a part of the team. Platinum, hey, how you doing? Platinum, I see you going in. You really you showing out today, huh? You showing up. I see you showing up. You showing out with everybody. Let's see. Coach. Okay, okay, okay. For sure. FS. What's that? What's that? FS for sure. It's worth income to mine. All right. Preach, preach. Hey, can I get an amen? My amen corner. Amen. All right. Oh the finances is where I will go next. Please don't give the Jews away before I go. Hey, you funny. Hey, you funny. You funny. You funny. You funny. You are super funny. All right. CBN conference was a go. All right, fam, let's go, man. Hey, if you ain't got the tickets, man, hey, hit the link. Hopefully they put the link in there. Check the link out, man. And let's go, man. Hopefully you down there, dude. Let's see. Hey, dude, I'm looking forward to meeting you. It's in Las Vegas, baby. I ain't never been to Vegas. Let me tell you a story. I told these people out here that I said, I guess what? I said, I don't like to travel unless I'm doing a business deduction. Folks said, man, let's go to Vegas. You making enough money going to Vegas. I said, no, when I go to Vegas, I want to go on a business deduction. I said this years ago before, and people like, man, no, man, you don't do it. Because see, when you talk to people that don't know about LLCs and how that stuff is structured and how you can take trips and write it off as a business deduction and you can have a little fun, you know what I mean? So then you can, So you talk to people that don't know that. When I tell people I only want to travel for business, the people that work a job, they think, oh my gosh, you want to work all the time. Dude, my work is fun. When I'm going to a conference, it's a business. I take a deduction. The plane ride is the deduction. I don't have to pay the taxes on those things. Why not have a trip and be less cheaper? I mean, be cheaper than what your trip is costing. You don't have an LLC. I got an LLC. I can put some things over my LLC and I can bring them talk that cost down on my taxes, right? I only need to file a certain amount of money because I'm only doing a real estate deal. So I need to show that I'm making $80,000 personal money. So I need to make sure I need to make sure that my taxes say I'm making $80,000 a year, and that's what they say. Now, all that other extra stuff that y'all talking about want to pay taxes on, it's no reason for that. There's no reason because the way that the American economy is growing, we weren't even supposed to pay taxes. They put taxes on it to levy Boston Tea Party. And you remember all this stuff? I'm not real big on history, but I did study the finances and when the taxes come in. And I did realize that taxes are not what we supposed to be paying. Like they made that so the government can get it. But I'm not going to talk on that too much because I need to do a little bit more research because it's been a while. But I do know, don't feel guilty because you can write some stuff out. Hey, man, y'all might not like him, but hey, it's a president that's running for president that write off a lot of stuff. And some of them rich people on the Republican side don't pay no taxes. And then the Democrats get mad. I don't do political, but I'm looking at some of the Democrats like, man, y'all mad because they taking advantage of what you can take advantage of. You just don't know. So what I'm trying to do is even level the playing field. I'm going to tell you. So we're going to talk about tax. We're going to talk about LLCs. We're going to go into the coaching calls. I'll show y'all how you write off deductions. I don't show you. I talk about it so you could go talk to your CPA so they could show you. And then you can use that as a strategy. Why are you paying taxes if you don't need to pay taxes? If you start in the company, you can legally take be in the negative for the first 5 years of your business. Legally. But no, the first 4 years, that 5th year, they will look at it as a hobby and then dissolve your LLC. That's last time I studied it, right? Now, why do I need to tell whoever Uncle Sam is I made $125,000 this year? For what? Dude, I got equipment costs. I got all type of costs, gas, washing clothes, washing detergent. I got the lights that I'm putting in here for my company. The light bill that went up. I got all these different things that I can deduct legally and pay taxes on $25,000. You know what I mean? Legally, right? Because I got a car I had to buy. I had this I had to get. I did this. I had to take my son and drop him off at daycare so I can go work. It's so many things that you can deduct. Now, what people mess up is they deduct too much and don't have the plan. I deducted 2 years. That 3rd year, I was looking to purchase. Cranked in my pay. I paid that. And now I invested in real estate. You can't invest in real estate without showing no profit. How you going to invest in real estate if the business owner, your business ain't making no money? Who's going to loan you some money if you ain't making no money? So see, where we go wrong is we deducting too many times, too many years. Deductions are amazing. So when I go to this CBN conference next month, best believe it's a tax deduction. And best believe the airfare, the hotel, some of the food, some of the going out. No, not going out. I'll swipe my personal card on that. But if we do go out and we talk business, half of that's going on to it too. You know what I mean? Because I don't need to show that I'm making $125,000. I'm not trying to buy a $500,000 house. When I talk to the people that I talk to, I'm looking to qualify for a $420,000 investment this year. And I need to show that I made $80,000. You got to get some professionals on your team. Talk to the professionals. I'm not the professional. I studied and learned, and then I talked to the professional. That's not what we're talking about today. All right, we can go on that. I'm sorry. I just give y'all too much sometimes. I just be wanting to give. I like to give. I just want to pour out. I just want to pour out my blessings. I just want to give. And the blessing is mentality, not money. I got it. I studied it. I did 4 years to study. I used to write stuff down day by day. I wrote books, not writing my own book. I wrote books that I couldn't pay for because I wasn't making enough money. My guy had a book and it was 350 pages. I was only making $20 a month and they was taking 10. I didn't have money to buy a book. I had family, but I didn't want to use my family for that. So I wrote the book. What else I'm doing? I got time on my hands. I put my headphones on and I got up and write the book word for word. You know what I mean? That's the dedication I had when I was training myself, right? So what else we got right here? CBN conference is a goal, right? So I went for the last time last year. I made so many connections at the conference. I had another company call me from another state to contract out work for me. Man, facts. Facts. Every time I go to the CBN conference, I make money when I come back. I get new clients, coaching clients. I get new opportunity mentally. I got, dude, the first year I went, I spoke, right? I wasn't even prepared to speak. AJ put me on my first stage. He seen me, brought me on stage. I wasn't even prepared to speak because I wasn't even focused on the cleaning company as I was, right? I wasn't not like I am now. I didn't have the coaching involved. I was focusing on building my kids and my brother. I was getting it together, but somebody backed out, and God presented the opportunity, and I spoke on stage, and it was amazing. That opened up. Well, I was already online. Remember, I started talking about being online. I was at the millionaire luncheon. It was somebody, a guy, he worked about 10 million. He'd make about 10 million here in real estate. He seen me posting on Facebook, and he threw a luncheon in my area. I didn't even know he was watching me. His wife reached out to me online and wanted me to speak on stage. That was after I spoke at the CBN conference. I ain't never met AJ a day in my life before I spoke on the CBN conference. You know how I got that? Online. All these opportunities work for when you get online. Those that follow me and listen to me right now under my voice, if you're not online, you're losing. Well, you don't lose, right? Right? You win, win, win no matter what. That's what I say, right? Well, you're winning the opportunity to get online right now, right? Just record. Record. I recorded myself for 2 years on my Google Photos before I even knew. Wait till y'all see my YouTube channel when I can start showing y'all some of the stuff I recorded in. Oh my God. Some of the recordings I had when I first started, oh my God, they were terrible. But I was recording. And now I got editors and all this stuff, and it looks good. Oh, yeah, we're going to put that out. We're going to put that content out, definitely, because I want to show the trend, the progression, right? So let's see what else, man, for real. I'll take consistency over being perfect any day, all day. Oh, yeah, you're right. Consistency beat perfection all day long. All day long. All day long. Because if you consistent, that is, if you can be consistent in anything, that's the growth. I was consistent in showing up. Now I'm here. I go work out sometime, and I'm getting a little bigger, and I like it. I ain't big, but I'm a little big. I ain't never been big, so don't judge me. But what I do like to tell you is this: I'm consistent with going. When I was training out, where I was, you got them folks out there that want to live big. They want to get all cock diesel up top and then low at the bottom, right? And then they like, wait, you ain't pushing, you ain't doing enough, you ain't doing enough. I was like, man, I'm just trying to be consistent. I'm little, dude. Don't try to get me 55. Don't try to have me bench press 225. No, I'm just trying to be consistent. I'm just trying to be consistent and coming to work out. I can get to 225 later. I'm close to it now. It took about 7 years because I fell off. My inconsistency came in. And we'll talk about all of that, but that ain't today. That ain't today. Milk that meat. Milk that meat. All right, milk the meat. Milk the meat. Oh, you. So you spiritual. So you know a little something. Okay. You saying milk. So you saying feed them milk, milk and meat. Mm-hmm. Okay, I know. Hey, hold up. I don't know what. Hey, okay. Stephen Covey. Yes, sir. Seven habits of highly effective people. Dude, y'all are still here after an hour. Man, message me. I got something for you. I got something for you. I still got people rolling with me for an hour of a live. Anytime folks roll with me for an hour, Karen, if you're still on here, I've been needing to mess with you. Just message them, email someone, say, hey, I've been on for an hour. Boom, and let's go. And I got something. I got a service for you. I know I do, and we could do it at cost. I mean, at the discount. We got something for you, something to help you out. Even if I give it to you, you're giving your time. I give mine. I got a team, and they overseas. So you know what I mean? My cost is a little different. So I can give. I give people images. I give the stuff to help them build their brand. Logos. It's probably the people I gave logos out, no charge. Right? I've charged people for logos, gave logos out, no charge. I've helped people in a lot of different areas, coaching, a lot of different things. I'm about giving, right? So if you don't hear that long, you stay for the whole time, man. Send me an email. Somebody should drop my email in there. One of my people should drop my email in there. Platinum, I want to see my team work and do this. I know you coaching, but you don't, you relax. You on here. I want you to see my team work. You are a part of the team. I do appreciate that, but I need my team to get in because I need to see what them deductions gonna ride. You feel me? I need to make sure it's going. This is the first time I had my team moderating, and I need to make sure that they're moderating because I'm gonna get better with this. I'm gonna get so much better with this. All my old lives are gonna come down, and I'm gonna start sharing my screen. I'm gonna start going on my whiteboard. I got my setup wrong different. That's why I keep my background different. I'm working on my background right now. Oh yeah, it's gonna go down 2024. Don't think this is it. All right, let's go. Let me finish this up. And I got a lot. All right, let me just go down here and read some of these right now. Shoot. Self-knowledge, one out of many, is the best knowledge. Facts, 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 facts. Let's do that. Oh my God. Why can't you get super chats? My guy tuned in. Life of Scony. Hey, I'm gonna have you on, fam. I don't know why I can't get super chats. Oh, super chats is a thing. I see you bringing something up. Super chats. Oh, see, now I done got elevated. Super chats. What is super chats? I've heard people say super chats. I can get the super chats. Let me look at the super chats. Hey, somebody on my team, see what I need to do is get super chats, please. Let's see about the super chats. Life of Scone, follow him on YouTube. That's my guy, man. He does a lot of things in the business. I want to have face to face. Want to bring him on with my live one time. We're gonna talk a little bit, see what we got going on. I mean, after we obtain the contract. So after we obtain the contract, we don't need them to be talking about us. I can definitely see that. Because after we came to contract, you don't want them to be saying you're not doing too well. You want to be a forgotten thing. You want to go in, do your job, and they don't have to be bombarded with you. I can get that point. But we still want to make sure, see, for me, we want to make sure that we keeping a rapport with the client. Just because I've lost a client, a couple of them. I lost one recently, but I lost some more a couple of years back because I wanted to get my business hands off. And so I put stuff in place and I did this. Let me see how it worked. And it's and okay, let me go back in, let me fix it back up. And so what I realized is now I must make a contact effort to talk to my clients every month in multiple different ways. So I don't want my clients to talk about me in a negative way, but I definitely want them to talk about Ascent Cleaning Solutions has an amazing follow-up. They follow up differently. They send an email one time, they send somebody in the next month, and then they'll call you on the phone the next month. It's not stale. That they figuring out how we communicate. You sending emails to people that got too many emails that don't want to give emails. You walking in to talk to clients that don't want you to come in because they busy all day. You're sending cold callers. I mean, you're sending your caller to call the people that don't want you to call because they're taking calls all day long. They rather you to come in. Have you found out what your customers' love language and communication is? The love language is also inside of the workforce. That's another great book, The 5 Love Language in Workforce. In the workforce, it talks about the love language that you have: acts of service, gifts, spending time, affirmation, and the other one is touch, right? So those 5 different love languages, they are inside of the workforce as well. Some of your clients want to act of service. They show them appreciation. You might want to sweep off the front step. You don't usually do the front side, but hey, man, today is the dust. Let's sweep out the front step. We did the on and outside. Most times you should get the on and outside, but some cleaning companies don't touch outside. We get the front door, the back door, and everything that you can see right there. Right. So you want to make sure you want to get an act of service. Some of them want some appreciation, man. I appreciate you being a good client, man. Here go $10 here to go get you some Starbucks. And I appreciate that. You know, that's a gift. But appreciation, you could call and say, hey, man, look, man, I appreciate you working with me. I do that a lot. I mix up the love language with my people. Now, I haven't gave them a gift yet. I haven't got to that point yet. And we'll talk about the manager of the finances another time. All right. I highly recommend the discovery call. I did everything on my own. I was stressed out. I met the coach, and after knowing him a year, I walked out of my job in 2023. That's facts. That's facts. That's facts. Now that is definitely facts. You definitely lost your job. You definitely walked out on faith at January 23, and it's a year now, and you definitely still bubbling. So that's facts. All right, that's facts. Oh, hey, beautiful. Okay, they talk to each other. I see y'all mingling. Ooh, that's a good idea. All right, true. Right off, correct. That's why we talk to you. Let's do this deductions for business. I want to travel for business and real estate. I'm on my way. Oh yeah, you following all the way. So you tapped in. I got you. You locked in. So yes, you can definitely do your deductions. I'll show you how to do your deduction if you plan on going to the CBN conference. Again, use that link, find the link that my team should have put in there so you can give back to a family member that like to give back to y'all, right? All right, so talk about them taxes. A lot, I'm reading too fast. A lot talk money, but not how to do taxes. I appreciate that. All right. So a lot of talk about money, not about taxes. Yeah, man, we learn how to get the money. I don't do taxes. I'm not a CPA, but I tell you a tip. Those are in the beginning of your business. Go talk to a CPA. It's tax time. It don't cost. Take them out to lunch. Get you a referral from somebody that you know in the area. Matter of fact, if you need me, I can get down. You can't take my guy to lunch. You're not in this area. Well, if you're in this area, I got a CPA for you. I got somebody for you. Now, if you're in another area, find somebody that's in the business that you trust. Give them a talk and ask them who they CPA. Tell them if they can get you in the, if they can connect you with them, right? Take them out for lunch. When you take them out to lunch, be knowledgeable of things that you want to talk about. Have a plan. I always start with the end in mind. Make sure you have a plan when you're going to take the CPA out for lunch. Because what you can do now is you're leveraging the professional knowledge off of a lunch. Now, at that time, I want you to know that you are hiring him. So when a lot of times when we go and talk to these professionals that got these degrees, we want to say we go in docile. We're going like we, kind of humble. Docile. That use that word better. You going in, you're hiring them. So you interviewing them. So when you go in, have you some things to talk about. If you want to talk again, we could talk. I help out with talking. When you want to go to talk to your CPA, where you want to go, how does it play a benefit in your life? And then I can tell you some things you can deduct, but he's the person that would deduct them for you. I can't deduct them. I don't know how. I just know he does what he's doing. It's working for me. Dude, he's done some amazing things. And he showed me things that I would have never known I could do. Dude, with my son right now, he's the manager. I'm paying him $10.99. He's about to get him a place. He's 22. He just had a baby. Okay, don't worry about it. See, I leave y'all like that. I can't do too much because I don't know what I can say if I should. But it's some of the stuff that he's doing, I know it's legal because I know he don't have no reason to be. But some of that stuff is like, man, I cannot believe this is legal. Like, how can you actually do this? But you can. LLCs, CPAs, and you got that mindset of what you want to do. It's a great combination. Remember, you first started online. All right, we talk about Lewis. Lewis, how did I start online? Okay, need a call. We got a guy need a call. All right, we got a guy need a call. All right, that's a fact. So we got a guy need a call. We're gonna link up with you. Make sure whoever got it to who that is and get a call. My moderator should have been here tonight. If I was there and they did right, they got a bonus. If they did not do no right, we would work with a deduction. And if they didn't know how to moderate, then we would just learn it. So tonight was a win for me and my team. Any last questions before I get off of here? I did speak an hour and a half. I like doing lives, honestly. My guy said I need to start to know how to get super chats. All right, let me see about them super chats. But the content gonna be different when I do the super chats, though. It's gonna be like I'm doing with my coaching clients. Right now, I just be talking. I'm just going over and giving experiences. But when I got my coaching, people to tell you the free stuff I give and the coaching stuff is totally different. The coaching has structure. Well, I structure this, but it's one-on-one, tailored to that person. We going in. I got my guy right now setting up his financial game plan for 2024. He's putting his stuff into different accounts. My guy got 7 accounts for his company, and he's just working it through a system. And he's gonna be funneling his money out. He's setting up his personal accounts as well, so that it can filter over there. And I learned from mismanaging. Just know that. So I'm not the best. Well, I'm very well at it now. I just took myself from $36,000 in the hole with this method I just did. It took me $36,000 out the hole off a credit card with this method I did within 5 months. And I got myself in the hole before doing that. $36,000 out the hole on this card in 5 months using this system. No lie. But anyway, so thank y'all for chiming in and student here. I got some more people that just came in here. I definitely want to see what's going on. I'm a little I had a great time with y'all today. We did talk a lot about, hopefully somebody got something about how to get your client relationship together. Again, we started off with the paper method. going inside, just leaving a piece of paper in there, having your team going in there and writing on it. Then we moved up to using Slack, having your team inside of Slack so the internal communication can go. That way you can tell what the client is doing, because some of your people, you don't want to talk to the client. So you can communicate what the client is telling you through the Slack channels, and then you can see how things is added to it. You can also have them to take a picture and put the things inside of Slack if you're using the notebook paper that I was talking about. Also, want to make sure that you have a rating. Give some of them a rating. If you want to leave a brochure, a booklet in there that give you a monthly rating, that's something that I've learned in the past, and that's something good. If you want to just use a paper, hey, how do you rate us this month on a scale of 1 to 10? Anything under an 8 needs some consideration. 8 or low is no, we got to go. We got to see what's going on. 8 is not good. 9 is okay, but 10 is where you want to get. And we got some of those people that we don't give 10s. Well, 9, we just gonna be doing okay, even though people saying we're doing excellent. No, you're just doing okay. And we got to step it up. Some people just give you a 9 just because they'll never give you a 10, and that's fine. But guess what? That keeps us on our toes, and I like that. So some people, they'll hate that. Man, they don't never get no 10. Who cares? They gave you a 9, and you know your 9 is a 10, so keep stepping it up. Let's go. You know what I mean? People just get so offended by some things that don't matter. You get a 5, and at least you got a 5. They ain't canceled you yet. Now pick it up. You know what I mean? You get a 3, they ain't done with you yet. Now it's time for you to renegotiate some things, right? It's time for you to redo some stuff. So, man, I'm up out of here, man. I got somebody ringing on my doorbell. I don't know what's going on, but I rung it 2 times. What's going on, man? Let me check my camera. Who's doing all that darn ringing? Oh, okay. That's cool. But anyway, so thank y'all for being on, man. Who stayed to the end? Is I got some people that was on the beginning and not to the end. Can somebody answer the door, please? Right on, bro. Okay, Lewis. Definitely hit me up, bro. We need to link up. Lewis, definitely link on. You still on here? Definitely link on. Let me see what I can do to help y'all. See what I can do to get to help y'all. See what's going on. You've been in, I think you're in the cleaning business, been on in for a minute. Who was that beating on my door? All right. So I'm on my live. All right. So anyway, so let's see. Admin is freestyle. Email us at admin at whichname.com. Who did that? There we go. All right. So drop the link. Now, since you got that, drop the link for the CBN conference in there. Drop the link in there right now. Let's see how good y'all. Let's see how good y'all, since you did that. Let's see what you got going on. Drop the link for the CBN conference in there, because I think the link that was dropped earlier was to the store. He has a store as well. But drop the link to the CBN conference. Let me see if I can find it real quick before I get off of here. Y'all get anything, man? Y'all ask me anything real quick. Let's turn this thing to open forum. I don't know if it's some things y'all might want from me right now. I do like doing on my lives, but let's see what y'all want. If y'all need anything, copy the link. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna post it myself. That's gonna be double form. Let's see. Let me post it in here. All right, so y'all done? We done. Let me post this link right here before I get up out of here. Let me see. All right, let me see. Can I get to the live? I ain't done it before. Let me see. Do I got the live going? There it is in the group. Let me see. Boom. I think she did do it. All right. That's it right there. Drop the link again. All right. So here go the link right there. Oh, they got me. See, I told you. Look, you see what I said? Watch about the deduction. See how that came? And then I did this. So it came in early, right? So they got the link in there earlier. So I appreciate that. Y'all tune out, man. Thank y'all for tuning my live. I had like the top 13 people at one time. Lives are getting more engaging than a Saturday night. I might do my lives on Wednesday night. I don't know what day I'm picking it yet, but right now I'm just doing on the weekends right now. But I want to do other lives going on just to see how it goes. And thank y'all, man. Wishing I ain't doing enough, and I'm out of here. Let me get to working on some marketing. Hey, y'all chime in, man, because what I got for y'all using AI is amazing. See, ain't too many people gonna watch the live all the way to the end. W.A.D.E is a company that I've been working with and I'm bringing out in the next month and a half. It started out at W.A.D.E Global. And I had W.A.D.E Global, but W.A.D.E Global wasn't going to go because I couldn't get WADEglobal.com. So then I went with WADEGlobalNetwork.com. But I don't really like the network.com because a certain reason. So then I started getting into AI too real good. So now we do marketing and setting up your business using AI software and using everybody using Chat GPT. You see them people that got they reels and stuff going using Opus Clip. People are using AI, so don't act like they're not. When you hey Siri, find me the closest store. See, they using AI. You feel me? So people been using AI. So what we doing now is we taking the game to the next level. I got some things I've been working behind the scenes. Man, this 2024 is a year to explore new things, new opportunities, and new visions. I was about to say new dreams because they work, but I don't like to use the word dreams. All right, new visions. I'm rambling now. So I'm gone, man. I'm gone. Thank y'all for tuning in. I'm out of here. Peace.